We're talking about healthcare, but we actually have a question here, Scott, from Dr. Norman Horn, who asks, he says, historically, healthcare have been the primary consumer of infection control products. What other industries are now adopting infection control technology in the wake of the pandemic? Can you reply?
Yes, great question, Dr. Horn. Everybody, oh my word, I feel like the healthcare concerns around cross-contamination, the whole world is finally starting to understand and get that concept. And I mean, some of the biggest markets for you, doctor, are, the education space. We've seen a huge, outreach and outcry to try to protect the kids, and really anywhere where we are still needing to get together as a community, there are infection control concerns. And so we've really, Brad came in, I think at one point in early part of the pandemic and said, I told you I could not be wrong for 14 straight years in a row. And he was right. He was right. And he was no longer wrong. So I think the world finally is paying attention. They're wearing their masks. They're washing their hands at a level they've never had. And they can still do a lot better, though.
Well, that's right, Scott. For 14 years, we've been saying that another pandemic is inevitable. You only have to be a student of history to know that this has been happening since the beginning of recorded history. And with the changes in the global economy and travel in the world getting smaller, it was inevitable that something like this would happen at some point. And I'll go ahead and say that it's inevitable that it will happen again. And let's make sure we're ready for it next time, and that we've learned the lessons from the COVID-19 pandemic.